Hello, and welcome to my mind. A word of caution to the weary traveler that chanced upon this video. The following video contains language revolving around depression and unhappy thoughts. If you feel that may be upsetting, viewer discretion is advised. Today, I wanted to go over some of the negative mental habits that led me to get professional help, and personally explain what depression feels like. When it first started, it felt like an unexpected disaster that destroyed everything. Then suddenly, nothing. Just quiet, and an intense desire to escape other humans, the world, the universe. Then one day, I grabbed a shovel and distanced myself as far away from others as I could. Farther and farther I went, until one day, I just started digging. For what reason, I do not know. Just digging away. Until it was time for bed. Time to release my thoughts to my inner monologue. That inside voice that's supposed to sleep when you do. The next morning I'd go back to my hole and begin digging again. And the next morning, more digging. And the next, dig, dig, dig. Until one day, I was just in the hole. Like I lived there. But I was not alone. I still had my inner monologue to chat with. The whispers were blaringly loud somehow. A soft wisp of a tone would enter my mind and scream so damn loud. And it was almost angry and annoyed with everything that wasn't logical or verifiable. And this hate through the years amplified and added layers. I was one with it. It would say something like, X is not right. But you never get X right anyways. But that's okay. It doesn't matter. Ultimately, nothing matters. Which means you don't matter. But it wasn't always like this. There wasn't always this anger. And above all the niceness that has happened in my life. My fondest memories are when I was nice to myself. A time when I loved me. I used to have two inner voices. I don't really know if others have these. How would I? But they would work together. One would say, we should try X. And the other would caution, it could be dangerous. But the first would quickly respond. Or, it could be really fun. Let's be careful. I feel confident. Like last time? Somewhere along the line, a dominant voice took power. One that brought logic and order to an unstructured world of dangers. Even though this voice was ridden with disdain for the world, it kept me safe. It was about this time, I felt like an observer to my own life. Like I was powerless to combine them back into an unified voice. Helpless to stop this ruthless dictator as it helped me plummet faster and deeper into the hole. I began to spiral into an abyss. And I became scared of what was at the end of this spiral. Does it abruptly end in a black void? Or do I just get shot out the other end into nothing, free falling? And then, I heard my little voice again. It was my old friend. The one that made me whole. And there was the faintest whisper, you do matter. The emotional impact that had on me led to me seeking professional help. Because for a very brief second, a fraction of a moment, I really thought I mattered. And I haven't felt that way in many, many years. So I went to see a counselor and a psychologist. And that was hard to do, because I felt so vulnerable. I had to stand up to this dictator, and go against its rule that I must be unhappy. I had to take away my safety net. I would have gladly walked the busy streets of any major city naked, than to have walked a tightrope without a net. I was prescribed some medicine. One for anxiety, and one for depression. And I'll likely have to take those for the rest of my life. So, that's where I'm at right now. I appreciate you spending time watching this. If you could today, try texting a friend or a loved one. Just to catch up with them. A lot of times, people feel the way I do, and don't show it. Tell them. I think you matter.